everyone, welcome to today's episode of Fun Fashion and Fusion with Anshita. I am Anshita and you're watching me on Loofre.com. I hope all you guys are keeping indoor and staying safe. And in today's episode, we are going to be doing everything that the title of the show promises you. Yes, you heard me right. The show is going to be a lot of fun. We are going to talk about a lot of things related to fashion. And the guest that we are going to get with us today is going to be giving us some tips and some learnings about the fusion fads in the industry right now. So, without wasting any more time, let me please add to the stream fashion blogger Nihayak Kushwaha. Hi Nihayak, how
Hi,
have you been?
I have been very well. How are you, Akshita?
Very good. It's Anshita.
Anshita, yeah, I'm really
Yeah,
sorry.
that's all right. That's all right. So, how has the lockdown been treating you? How's everything going?
Lockdown, I feel, has been treating me really well because I am a big
Yeah,
time introvert. So it makes me really happy that I don't have to be under that entire social pressure of going out.
right. So,
Yeah.
doing what you do, being a blogger and being an introvert at the same time, how do you manage that?
It actually kind of goes, I think, hand on hand because I get to express myself a lot through my dressing since I cannot express myself normally. That's why. So I feel it kind of
Right,
helps in a good way. Yeah.
right. So, Nihayak, for all the people watching you on Loofre.com right now, could you tell us a bit more about yourself?
Yeah, so first of all, my name is Nihayak, as you all know, and I am currently doing my master's in fashion styling. And I have always been like very keen towards fashion since my childhood, I would say. And right now, like currently, it hasn't been very long since I have been blogging, but yeah, I'm a blogger as well, along with all this.
Right. So, Nihayat, take us in the past and tell us how did you actually come to the idea of blogging? How did you realize that this is what you wanted to do as a profession?
Okay, so I'll tell you. So back in the days when I was probably in 11th, 12th standard, that time this entire YouTube trend has started. So I would
Right.
just watch YouTube videos day and night, and I would look at all these people who would, do makeup videos, fashion videos, and I'd go like, I really do not mind doing that. But then I was
Right.
not very sure because you know how it is because nobody was doing it here in India. I would mostly
Absolutely.
see these international bloggers. Then later on, I went ahead with my college. When I saw like a lot of really good bloggers that were like everywhere, all over the place, and people were
Mhm.
really talking about it. So eventually, I realized that it is not a bad thing to actually get into it. So that's when I started. I started blogging in my college days. So I did it for like 2 months, and then I was doing my I was a media student that time. So
Right.
I was doing a lot of projects and all. So I couldn't actually keep up with it. But once I got done with it, then I started working, and
Hmm.
it did not like take a lot of interest from my end. I would say I was giving my 100%, but then I was not really satisfied. Then
Right.
I thought maybe like I should try my hands back into blogging. It might just work out for me. And luckily, when I started this time, since I was very consistent and I did not have any other distraction, such as
Hmm.
college or anything, so I kind of was able to give my 100% in it, and that's why this
Right.
time it was. Yeah.
Right. So also Nihayak, like you mentioned in your introduction that you're an introvert, but you get to express yourself through your fashion styles and all of that. So
Yeah.
how do you manage your wardrobe when we talk about that? Do you follow some blogs or fashion magazines? How do you keep up with the trends because they're almost changing every second day? So how do you keep up with that?
So I would like, I don't know, I never get bored like watching videos or just scrolling through Pinterest because I feel that is like my drug. Pinterest is like my drug. Once I started, I don't know how to exit it. And now
Right.
I think everything has become so innovative. Like even if you see Instagram, you just keep scrolling. Once you go into your explore feed and you tap on one fashion like trend, and then you would keep scrolling down and down, and you'd go like, I want
Absolutely.
to see more, I want to know more. So that's how I keep myself updated, and I would just read a lot of these blog posts which would talk about
Mhm.
fashion, and I would try to watch these fashion shows as well. You know how they do like Paris Fashion Week, this Fashion Week, that
Right,
Fashion Week.
right, right.
I would try to keep up with that so I would know what is going to come up next in the trend.
Right.
That is there, and I normally maintain my wardrobe. Like I would just keep decluttering it, because what happens, like
Yeah,
everything
that's
very
very
very,
important.
yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly what happens, everything goes out of the trend so quickly that you can't just keep it there in your wardrobe. So
Correct.
I keep removing everything that starts going out of fashion a little. So that's how I do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Also, like we mentioned, the fashion trends keep changing every now and then. So, first
Yes.
of all, tell me, are you experimental with the kind of looks you try, or do you like to play safe and, try something that's already been there for quite some time?
I do both, to be honest. Sometimes, there are days when I wouldn't want to take that chance. I would go like, no, I would just stick to the basics. I would do
Right.
something, I would not have to, worry about that, whether people like it or not. And then there are
Correct.
days when I just want to experiment, when I just want to be extra. So, like, I do not mind even if, somebody would not like it. So it just
Right.
depends.
Right. Okay.
Mixed.
So, Nihaya, could you just walk us through any one of your looks, where you tried to be all experimental and tried something out of the box? And, how did that turn out to be the entire episode? What was it like?
Okay, I'll tell you. I was feeling very uncomfortable throughout the day. So what had
Okay.
happened, there was a big meeting that was happening. In
Mhm.
like it was here itself in Bombay in JW Marriott. Okay, and a lot of my seniors were going to come from the office, and the dress code that we had for females was anything that was glittery. And
Okay.
I am not a big fan of glitter. I mean, it just sounds also very, I don't know, something I wouldn't want to do. It's like,
Right.
how will I find something that I'm going to like actually? And then
Mhm.
eventually, you won't believe, I bought a gown, like a gown that was full of glitter, and
Oh
I
my
wore
God.
it. And the other day, I was like, Emma, is it too sparkly, too flashy? So that's when I have gotten really out of the box when it
Okay.
comes to
And what were the compliments like?
compliments were pretty good. I actually
Oh,
that
yeah.
made me a little more comfortable, because once I went there, I was like, "The gown is beautiful." It's like, is it? Are you serious? Do you not
Right.
think it's too flashy? So yeah,
Right.
that was that.
Wonderful. That's actually pretty honest, accepting it. So,
Yeah.
also, Nihayak, were you always like this even when you were a child? Were you always this little poo of your group, ki- going everywhere and like, how dare you? तुम्हें कोई हक नहीं कि तुम इतनी खूबसूरत लगो. Were you always like this? Or were you a
No,
studious child while growing up and this happened all of a sudden? What was it like?
no, I wouldn't say I was like the poo of the group. Like, but yeah, I was very low key about it, because I think being an introvert, I was very scared, to keep it out there that I like fashion too much. So I would
Right,
just
right.
play dress up at my home, or if I would go somewhere with my parents. And my mom was very fashionable, very stylish. So
Okay.
she would always buy like really stylish clothes for me, and I would go like, my friends are totally going to judge me if I wear that.
Right.
So I wouldn't actually wear it when I would go with them, but I would wear it when I would go out with my mom. So I was
Right.
always like this, but I kept it like inside me. I never let it come out in front of my friends. So that is
Right.
there. Yes.
Okay. So, for how long have you been in this industry? Like, for how long have you been blogging? Could you tell us a bit about that?
Has not been very long, to be honest. It has been approximately 5 to 6 months, I would say. That too, like on and off, not like constantly. So I started making YouTube videos. So I made like 3 videos, and then I kind of, how it gets. So
Yeah.
COVID, and then I was like,
Right.
right now, if I would talk about fashion, it wouldn't make sense, mostly because then people aren't going out. So, it
Absolutely.
makes you a little more upset that, oh my God, why can't I wear those clothes? So I
Right.
stopped making videos. But then eventually I realized that, to keep yourself entertained and to keep yourself going, you have to wear good clothes at home as well, because it gets really monotonous, especially right now.
Absolutely.
So that is
Absolutely. It's very good to feel good from within. It's very important to
yeah,
feel good from within.
exactly. So
Yeah.
that's when I realized that maybe I need to put it out there, at least something. So then I went ahead with, like, maintaining my Instagram. So then I started uploading pictures and all, and I realized that people are really liking it. And that's when, brands started approaching me, and my Instagram
Right.
started growing. and it grew quite like quickly. Did not take like
So,
a lot of
how
time.
has the experience been so far? How has the response been?
Yeah, the experience has been really good, really
Yeah,
amazing, because I thought, how it takes years and years for a lot of people to actually get recognized. So I thought
absolutely.
that would happen with me. And honestly, I'm being very honest, I was ready for it. I was like, I have to do it. Last time I gave up because of college. I had an
Right,
excuse. This time I cannot. I have to go on with it, whether it takes 5 years, 6 years, how many ever years. But
right.
then luckily that did not happen with me. In like just a couple of months, I
Mhm.
like started getting a little recognized. I wouldn't say, of course, to that level where the top bloggers are, but a little
Right,
recognition I think would be fine with by me. So that was there.
right. So, you're taking
Yeah,
baby steps and you're happy
yeah,
about it.
baby step, one step at a time. So yeah.
That's wonderful. Okay, so Nihaya, if you had to answer, one fashion rule that you never break, what would it be?
One fashion rule that I never break. I would say
One
like
thing
it's
that you make sure of following every time, no matter what.
yeah. So I think a lot of times when it comes to fashion, we forget about how our inner garments are like so important. So I feel that's something you should never break. You should understand which inner garment to wear with which top, which dress, with which whatever. And personally, I think there are people that I think so many people have spoken about it as well. But I really feel that that gives you like that inner confidence that you require like mentally subconsciously.
Right,
That's one fashion rule that I would say that I never break,
right,
and
right.
I
It's
have broken it like a couple of times and I have totally regretted it.
also, if you had to tell us about, three essential pieces of your wardrobe that are always there, what would they be?
Okay, so I really like cropped t-shirt, like not too
Okay.
fitted, not too loose, cropped t-shirt,
Hmm.
and especially if it is white. I mean, I absolutely love white. I'm sure you can figure
Right.
out.
Yeah, I
So
figured
that
that.
is there. And second thing, I really like flare jeans. Like I was so happy when it came back in fashion because I remember wearing it as a kid so much. I loved wearing it. So
Absolutely.
when
We
it
all
came
did,
back
I
in,
guess.
yes, I was so happy
Yeah.
about it. That was the second thing. And third would be, I think, a pair of good heels because no matter how simple or plain or basic your outfit is, if you wear
Hmm.
like amazing shoes, it just gives that outfit, gives that entire look that extra oomph that it requires. So
Absolutely.
yeah, these are
Absolutely.
like three basic things that I would totally like have in my wardrobe always.
Right. Also, Hayat,
Yeah.
if we talk about your experience, I'm sure we all make some mistakes at some point in our careers. So, any fashion faux pas that you could think of right now that you made probably sometime early in your career that you would like to share with us? And how did you realize that, okay, I've made a blunder? And how did you, handle that situation?
Okay, so I have honestly been like I have mastered this art, to be honest. So yeah, so honestly, if I talk about career wise, then I would say I really regretted giving up on blogging back when I had started it in my college
Hmm.
days. I just gave it up just like that because I felt more attention was required to other things, like how we all are in college. We just want to go out, we
Absolutely.
just want to
Yeah,
enjoy the time, and then there are
correct.
projects, there are assignments that you have to do, and you're like, I am already doing my assignments. I don't want to do more. So that's
Absolutely.
how I was. But later, like in the days, I realized that I shouldn't have given up on it. I should have
Hmm.
actually kept going because if I wouldn't have stopped, I'm pretty sure like my blog would have grown a lot than it has, a lot more than it is right now.
Correct.
So that was there. But rather than being upset about it, I decided to start it again. And this time, I decided to be consistent.
Okay, so Nihayak, if you could tell us, one advice that you would like to give to all the people watching you right now on Fun Fashion and Fusion with Anshita, what would it be? What fashion advice would you like to give to everyone watching you?
Okay, so one advice that I would like to give is that keep your style very personal. Because what happens a lot of times, we watch a lot of content online, and then we sometimes not just get inspired, but we try to, become the same person, or try to pull off whatever that they are doing or wearing or
Absolutely.
pulling off. So that's one thing I think we really, all of us, need to work on, and need to make our style very, very personal, because there are certain things that you'd be able to pull off and somebody else wouldn't be, and there are certain things
Right.
that maybe somebody else will pull off and you wouldn't be. Maybe that doesn't speak, that doesn't, reflect your personality or anything for that matter. So that's one thing, one
Absolutely.
advice I'd like to give everybody.
I
So
think
yeah.
that's one of the best advices that I've heard in a very long time. So thank you for that. And just one question before we move to the second segment of our show. Who clicks your pictures? We've seen these beautiful Instagram pictures of yours on your feed. I am very curious to know, who clicks those pictures and what is the process like? Like, do you ask a friend of yours to click all those pictures for you, or do you use a tripod?
I'll tell you what, I have like a camera, proper camera. I have recently bought lightings and all. But what I do, I beg my friends to click my photos most of the times. Or
Right.
mostly it's me and my friends. I have like a flatmate, and I have literally given her photography classes. But I tell her,
Wow.
like, how the angle like this, like that, this has to be in proportion. This is
Right.
golden ratio and everything else. So yeah,
Wow. You've got some
that's
really
one.
good friends then, I must say.
Thank you so much.
All right, Nihayak, I think you've answered all the questions very nicely. We got to learn a lot more about fashion from you. So thank you for that. And with this, we've come to the second segment of our show, Fun Fashion and Fusion with Anshita. And to all those people who are watching us on Loofre.com right now, I would like to tell you that today we've planned something really interesting for this segment of the show. So, Nihayak, would you like telling something about it? I will give you the full screen, Nihayak, and you can just go on.
Do you also scroll through your favorite bloggers' Instagram and wonder how they slay every outfit? Well, I wonder too. Do you also try to dress up like them and end up looking like a mess? I have been there too, like 1,000 times to be honest. But after endless trials and errors, I have come up with few tips on how to rock it like them.
For this video, I have come up with something really different, which is how to dress up like your favorite bloggers. So, for which I have picked up like my 5 favorite bloggers, mainly because the reason for picking them was that I have been religiously following these 5 from a really long time. So it's like I have understood their style and everything. Honestly, I feel every single blogger or anybody that you look up to for fashion has their own personal, like, individual style. Like, all of them are following trends, but even after that, they all end up looking different.
Feeling like I'm falling in fast. Telling all my friends I'm into you, and they all wanna come get to know you. 'Cause we're building.
The first blogger that I'm going to talk about is somebody who can take any outfit towards a boho side, no matter how western the outfit looks. Yes, I'm talking about Kritika Khurana. Like her blog's name suggests, she is somebody who is pro at it. I think nobody can rock boho better than her. And I feel her style has, like, she wears a lot of flowy clothes, a lot of kurtis and dresses with boho print in it. And to match that vibe, even her makeup is also always like a little subtle, with pink lips, bright colors and all. Even the background that she puts will be very bright. And I feel for hair, she ties them in cute buns. And for shoes, she keeps it boho-ish, like something with tassels or anything that gives a little girly feel. The next blogger that I'm going to talk about is somebody who never fails to make a statement. I'm talking about Santashi Shetty. She wears really basic clothes, like I have seen her wearing joggers and t-shirts just like that, but she adds that one extra thing, one extra statement piece in that outfit, which makes it completely stand out. and she wears really minimal nude makeup always. I've never seen her wearing jewelries a lot of times. Like she would wear maximum a watch, that's it. Never heavy jewelry. It's very simple yet very catchy, and you will see her wearing a lot of boots and sneakers.
Have you next to me? Emotions got me going insane. Oh my mind, about you, can't play it cool.
And the third blogger that I'm going to talk about is somebody I recently saw at Spoken Fest, and she was amazing. I think Kusha and Shishi, they both had come, and they were talking about they were talking about Behen's planning, which was really fun. So that is another thing. Coming back, I feel her style is very feminine. Like she wears really feminine, rich-looking clothes. Like I've seen her wearing V-neck all the time. So no matter what she wears, it will either be a V-neck or something till here, something that is completely covered here. And she doesn't wear really heavy earrings, but I've seen her always wearing something on her neck. And makeup, she keeps medium makeup, not very loud, not very minimal. Yeah, I think that's her style. And in a lot of her pictures, I see her wearing satin and see her wearing a lot of pleated skirts. Yeah, I think that is it.
Oh my mind, oh my mind.
The next blogger that I'm going to talk about is Komal Pandey, and I feel she's very stylish, like really stylish. If anything is on trend, Komal will definitely wear it. There is no chance that she is going to miss onto that. And her style is very polished, like very mature, because I think we all see her wearing a lot of blazers, pants, and with like cute bralette. Of course, to keep it fun, because otherwise blazers can look really boring. But she pulls it off really well. And for makeup, she keeps like really dark, like I think very moody kind of dramatic makeup with brown lips, and hair is always sleek, like always sleek. And we all know, I think I'm not going to forget this scene, she always wears heavy statement earrings. Like that's her style. She's never going to miss onto that. Like she'll always wear big chunky earrings.
Can't play it cool around you. Tripping over myself too. Get a little closer to you.
Blogger that I'm going to talk about is Roshni Bhatia. I love her style as well. I think she gives me that 70s classic kind of vibe. Like she wears a lot of leather, a lot of shirts, and like even her makeup, I would say it's minimal, but she would always rock those red lips. Like always I see her wearing red lipstick and giving those intense expressions in the videos or pictures. And I think she wears she wears pointy shoes. She has very 70s kind of inspired style, I would say. And one thing that is very noticeable about Roshni's style is that she wears that sleek bun a lot of times. I think it's very difficult to pull that off, but she always pulls it really well.
Down the street, I'm young again. Reading over messages that you send. Saying all the things that you should. Telling all my friends I'm taken out. Not making drunk mistakes when I'm out. How'd you get me so good? I keep talking about you. Can't play it cool around you. Tripping over myself.
All right, Nihayak, I think that was absolutely fantastic. We all learned a little something from there. And thank you so much again. And with this, we've come
you.
to the last and the third segment of our show, Fun Fashion and Fusion with Anshita. So like you already know, Nihayak, in this segment, we are going to play a little fashion game with you. So, the game that we
Yes.
are playing for today's episode is called Complete the Sentence. So, what will happen is
Okay.
I'll start the sentence, I'll speak the
Yeah.
first half of that sentence, and you'll have to finish it. It is all
Okay,
going to be
done.
fashion related, so you can be super excited about it.
All right.
So, should we start? Are you ready,
Yes,
Nihayak?
yes, yes, yes. Ready.
Superb then. All right, question number one coming your way in three, two, one. Let's do it. A fashion trend that I'm currently obsessed with is
I am obsessed with, I think, poofy sleeves. Like, sleeves
right,
like these. Yeah.
absolutely. All
Yeah.
right. So, a fashion trend that I just don't get is
Neon colors. I
you
just
don't?
don't get it. No, I
Okay.
don't.
All right.
Yeah.
So, my most treasured item in my closet is
My watches.
all right. My
Yeah.
biggest inspiration in the industry are
Biggest inspiration in the industry.
hmm,
Okay, this is a hard one, difficult one. I would say Deepika Padukone. I really like her style
you
a
do?
lot.
That's
Yeah, I
nice.
do. Yeah.
All right. So, my favorite fashion combo would be
Favorite fashion combo would be um, a maxi skirt along with the full sleeves crop top.
nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, my most loved makeup brand is
Most loved makeup brand is okay. I'm not really that much into
so first
makeup.
of all, yeah,
So
that's what I
this
was
one,
coming to next. Are you a makeup enthusiast at all?
no, not at all.
Okay, then
Not at all.
you can say whatever brand you like, whatever lipstick you use of whichever brand.
Okay, so I think I have recently bought like a really good mascara that I like, but which brand I don't remember. Um, it is. Oh God, I just
That's
don't
all right.
remember
We'll
the name.
skip this question.
Sure,
Okay,
sure,
so
sure.
my everyday skincare routine is
Okay, so my everyday skincare routine. Okay, this is something I really work hard on because I'm not
okay.
blessed with real, like, those people that are blessed with such good genes. And I mean, just look at you, your skin also looks pretty good. So I
It's
have to
not.
put in a
It's the
lot of
makeup.
effort
Trust
in.
me, it's not. I have a lot of acne.
Yeah, so I deal with acne like I have been dealing it since forever. But luckily now that I have been following a makeup routine, like I've not been breaking out. So what I do, favorite makeup routine would be cleansing my face with like some mild cleanser, and then I use like derma roller. That really works. I mean, if anybody is watching it out there, just give a hand, like give it a try. Derma roller will really save your life, and then some serum, and then you'll be done. You'll be sorted. That should be it.
Right. Superb.
Yeah.
All right. So if my days had one extra hour, I would.
If my day, I would just sleep.
That's
I
honest.
love that. Yes.
All right. So my favorite footwear from my closet is
Favorite footwear from my closet? I do not, to be honest.
yeah.
I
But
do
like, are
not.
you a heel person or do you like flats, sneakers? What is that one thing you can wear
I
at any
am
time
a
for any
very
event?
confused person when it comes to footwear. Trust me, I would do my entire outfit, and then I would take 1 hour to decide what am I going to wear when it comes to
All right.
shoes. So it takes me
Okay.
forever.
All right.
Yeah.
Then that's not applicable either. We'll skip
But
to the next
I
question.
like boots a lot, but I like heeled boots. But then you
Okay.
can't wear it in with summers.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So the item that takes most of the space on my wardrobe is
Most the space. Pants. I like pants a lot. So
all right.
that.
I have the most number of outfits in the color. Let me
White.
guess. Is it white? Yeah.
Yes.
Because you already
Yes.
mentioned it. Okay. So my
Yeah.
favorite brand to shop from is
Favorite brand to shop from is Zara, H&M, because they give you like really good basics, and I'm really into basics. So yeah,
absolutely
that's what makes your wardrobe.
right.
That's why.
And you
Yeah.
would never see me wearing dash. What is that one thing we would never see you wearing because you don't like it?
Neon colors. I've never
Okay.
worn it.
Never?
Yeah, never.
All right. So if not a blogger, I would have been a.
If not a blogger, I would have been a singer. I really like to sing a lot.
Wow. You actually
Yeah.
do have a good voice. So
Thank
maybe.
you.
If I had to describe my style in one word, it would be dash. And this is the last question of the game, so you might want to think
In
and
one
answer.
word, I would say
Yeah.
ladylike.
Okay. So you're very delicate and feminine when it comes to styling?
Yeah, actually.
Awesome. All right, Nihayak, I think you answered all the questions very nicely. I am really happy with the answers.
Thank you so
And
much for actually having me here and
it was our pleasure.
answered. Yeah.
And we all learned a lot from you. I mean, this was really an informative session, and I think we are going to take back
Thank you
home
so
some good
much.
information about fashion. So, thank you so much for being with us again, Nihayak. I shall see you super soon. And any last message that you would like to give to all the people watching you on Fun Fashion Infusion?
Yes, guys, it's
I'm
COVID.
going to give
Life
you
is
the full
very
screen, so you can go ahead.
all right. Yeah, so guys, I would say it's COVID that we are dealing with, lockdown. We can't go out. Life is monotonous right now. So play dress up in your room every single day and just dress up nicely every day. It'll keep you going. It'll just make you confident just walking when you're walking around the house. So yeah, that's one advice that I would like to give.
Right, I think that was awesome. Thank you again, Nihayak, for being here today, and I shall see you soon.
All right, bye.
All right, everybody. So this was fashion blogger Nihayak talking to us about a lot of different trends and fashion hacks. We shall be back with another episode super soon. Till then, stay indoor and stay safe. Thank you.